Fuck you.
Rain blast.
Wait a minute, I know the guy is not gonna be here. I know Renegade's still dead.
What else is new?
Dead body.
Told you the doctors, man.
Yeah, Doctor Delta. I want to kill him.
I need to. Do I need to do anything else?
That song is terrible, please.
That song's a classic,
It's a
man.
That is a classic.
Infinitely ruined by memes.
Classic anime AMV video music.
That or Call of Duty montage.
The link to
Oh no, you're right.
The days of AMV hell, never forget them.
the link of us, the link supporting the stream is in the chat in case you guys want to touch that for a sec.
I gotta touch it with my body?
Yes, please.
No, with your penis, sir.
That's part of his body, sir.
It's got a point. I will like
Well, I have
this.
just
I
been
will-
outclassed.
Why can't this just always be on night mode? Why is
What? Wait, what are you doing?
in Twitter?
Oh, right. Weren't they supposed to be getting rid of the night mode app?
No, I mean like in Twitter, like it has a night mode when you click on.
Yeah,
your
I
profile.
heard they were getting rid of it.
I have no idea.
If they are, you're terrible.
Wait, what's getting rid of night mode?
They said they're gonna be retiring the night app or whatever they call it for Twitter.
What the why?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to some weird third-party extension again if they do that.
I don't know if you guys saw the comments of the last episode, but there was somebody that asked. No, it was talking about that one of the characters from the BlazBlue thing was from Under Night. Yeah, and I completely forgot that Under Night was even a part of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for the cross thing.
He was letting us know, and he's like, "I know you guys don't care about BlazBlue." I was like, "Oh, we care about the news, but we, I just don't."
You should have been like, they care. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy the
Been like,
game
sure.
because Persona's in there.
I've just never been.
Sort of care.
Yeah,
I used to care a lot back in the day.
yeah.
I used to care.
What's up, Andre?
I only care about Mortal Kombat, really.
I care about fighting games. I'm just not much of an anime player, even though I do want to get more into that side of fighting games.
It's a big deal now. Used to not be.
Uh-oh, I broke it.
You unsubbed from the IAS channel? What the fuck? No, some
You
weird.
sir are awful.
You said some weird glitch where it unsubbed him. I thought that was a thing like back in the day.
Make sure you push the bell icon too.
Man, we got not a lot of stuff to talk about, but a lot of controversial shit, a lot of confusing stuff that needs explaining that hopefully some of us can explain.
Don't look at me. I got it.
Oh boy.
I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at me. It's like, no. What?
What?
What in the butt?
Oh no.
I haven't heard that in years.
I
No,
don't
I'm
want to
still
hear it again.
disturbed.
Probably for good reason.
I had
When has
the
it been relevant?
God damn it! I had the doc under my account, and now that I switched to the Infinite Ammo account, the doc's gone because it's asking for permission. What is this?
Google is a piece of shit.
Man, why? Okay, here, let me give it access to the doc.
$2 to search something on Google.
It's an RNG simulator. Kind of is.
Oh my god.
I'm about to listen to some Ninja Gaiden.
Oh yeah.
That game's my jam.
Oh fuck, hold on. Man, see, this is why I wish I had fucking Microsoft Office. Fucking hate using Google Doc.
I just use OpenOffice. It's pretty decent, but I don't think it's online.
The problem is Microsoft Office is like $1 million.
Yeah, and then now it's like a monthly thing to it now.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. Oh, God. Remember when you just bought something and you didn't have to pay a fee every month? I do.
I don't.
Don't make me feel old.
I'm old too.
Remember VHSs?
Yes.
Oh no.
I
Yes,
remember.
I had X-Men on VHS.
Pepperidge
I
Farms
remember tapes
remembers.
of like recording stuff I
Remember DVDs?
because I was at school.
Ooh, I remember.
I remember.
Oh, I remember that. It was fantastic.
The fuck was that?
It was fantastic.
Remember?
You've
Oh,
got
shit.
mail.
I was like, oh damn, this is a
This
child.
is in-
God, man, stop.
That was good.
We have a new guest, the parakeet.
Remember?
Okay, that's enough.
Let me get access.
Remember cassette tapes?
What are you doing, sir? Come on, I want access to it. What are you doing?
You can't have it.
You can't have it because you're a butt. Oh, got him.
Great machines of old, give to me your access code.
Motherfucker.
Why don't you talk?
That was cringy. What was that?
Man, I don't understand this thing. It's like
Some Code Lyoko bullshit right there.
it says
Yo, let's be
Oh,
real.
God.
That theme song is the jam.
Hold on, what?
this thing is asking me for access, and it's like, okay, open sharing. I click open sharing, then it's like, okay, now request access.
Ooh.
We need to talk about cartoon theme songs like we did last time.
No, you can.
Galaxy
We're not started
Rangers,
yet,
the best.
dude. Wow.
Mighty Ducks, great.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Hell
Wait,
yeah.
which one?
Wait a minute, that's not a cartoon. Actually, yes, it is. Never mind.
Might as well be, man.
What is
If
this?
you can just pose and have explosions go off behind you, that'd be
Well,
amazing.
While
I wish
sick
I
guitar
could-
licks are playing, hell yeah.
I wish I could do that.
Oh my god, I have to look at it through my phone. This is dumb. Why do I have to do this?
Because America.
Alright, I think we are ready to go. I'm just gonna look at it through my phone like some sort of I have to read this shit from my phone like some sort of cloud sound fucking rapper.
Oh wait, the power of the cloud reapers.
SoundCloud rapper.
Oh, the
Cloud
power of the
805?
cloud.
Yeah, you know those SoundCloud rappers that stand in the booth and look at their phones to read their lyrics while they sing?
That
They
sounds
don't even write on
real
paper
dumb,
anymore.
To
No,
be quite honest.
it's kind of hard to hold paper and try to look at it while you're on the booth trying to sing.
Don't they have like a music stand they could just like pop it up, throw it up on there? Or...
Legends say the
not
Quarter Circle
rappers.
Forward podcast was once composed on papyrus.
Yeah, if you're a rapper, you need enough space to like move around and do your stupid dance moves, so you can't have that in the way.
It's true.
Hit him with the nay too hard, you might knock it over.
You whip just one bit too hard, and it's all
Alright,
over,
listen,
you know?
I'm afraid I'm not ghetto enough. Explain the nay to me.
It's another word for no.
I really wish Renegade was
Does
here
it say
because he'd
no?
answer that.
Damn,
'Cause he's black.
Damn hoodlum.
It's some.
Shit.
Okay, that's a pretty funny gif what I just found.
Are you guys ready to go?
Watch me whip.
Yes.
Watch me nay nay.
Alright, gentlemen, this is the history of the Nene.
Oh, shut up.
History of the Nay Nay podcast.
Episode 5, the nay. Fuck.
Nene, episode 5.
Oh my god. I have to change. I'm gonna have to make that the actual episode name. Episode 5, Ono does the nay on stage.
Oh my god.
Oh
You
God!
want Nene with me?
God save us.
First, you have to do a Shoryuken.
That gif is gold.
Alright, everyone, I want you to a Nene.
Oh, this video? I've seen this.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
nay.
wait.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, shit.
Alright, let me know when you guys are ready to start and we can do this.
I'm ready.
Ready as I'll ever
Yep.
be.
Is the backup
Good.
recording ready? Or is it already recording?
Uh-oh.
My Wada hundreds, my Magnum condoms.
Let me know when
It's next door. Battle.
I got
Hold on.
my
Oh, I'm recording.
Alright,
my dick is in my hand. I'm ready to go.
this guy.
Uh-oh.
Man, you stop fapping. Let's go.
Alright, welcome everybody to another episode of the Quarter Circle Forward podcast, the podcast where we talk about strictly fighting games. So if you're not interested in fighting games and didn't take the hint from the thumbnail, please subscribe, like, and then get out. But this is episode number 5, which we're going to be calling Ono Does the Nay on Stage. I wanted to call it Resurrection for obvious reasons, but we'll get into that soon. I do want to introduce the people that are with me. Mr. Kaneki, how are you today?
Fuck KI. Piece of shit. Netcode is trash. There you go.
I heard he's having some trouble there. Next up, I have Mr. James, which is our special guest that came back for this episode and hopefully other episodes that he's interested in.
See, this is why you should have called it Resurrection. I'm back since the first episode, kids.
The Revival. Speaking of Revival, that Eminem CD, The Revival, was god-awful. Italian Stallion, how are you, sir?
Good. I just got back from The Last Jedi. It was alright.
That's good. Hades?
Doing all right.
All right. Mr. Rad, how's it going?
Splendid.
Brandon, I'm not sure if you're still here. Brandon, Arcane Magic.
G5 go fuck himself.
Awesome. Everybody's here except for Lagai. Lagai is not going to be here today. It's sad, cry. I am Reapers. I am the host of this podcast. And this is going to be an interesting one because I have a lot of dumb things that happen in the tournaments, and I have a bunch of dumb stuff that happened after the tournaments, the Capcom Cup. So we're going to start off strong with the MVCI fiasco. I'm not sure if anybody in here in the chat listening, or actually even in the call, knows about what happened with Chris G with the MVCI tournament.
I read a synopsis, but
I actually wrote it down what happened. Chris G was treated badly during his time in the tournament, which is what happened was basically they had scheduling issues. Chris G and the opponent, or somebody else from the tournament named Cloud, who won the tournament, they weren't given badges. So obviously they weren't going to be let in because they didn't have badges, so they had to go through hoops to get in. Basically, tournament winner Cloud was given his trophy. Basically, the whole tournament was they're trying to speed it up. They had the winner of the tournament, Cloud, get his trophy. Ono went up, did his speech, and Nate out of there. Had everybody get out to get ready for SF5.
oh god, this stream
Alright,
is too
everyone,
ghetto.
we are going to do Nene,
Exactly.
and then we will speed out of here.
Chris G won second place, but usually what happens in these tournaments is that they have, I believe, the top 8 people or top 5 up on stage to be presented their awards, but I guess since they had to speed it up, they didn't. Chris G didn't get his award until after. It was given to him by somebody named John, and what he describes as what the actual award was basically a piece of cardboard with like screws missing.
Damn. Damn. The man's been disrespected.
After he was given the award, he could hear the gentleman named John that gave him the award say, "Fuck that game anyways." He's talking about MVCI.
That's my favorite line, just fuck that game anyway.
Coming from John D, the resurrector of
Mr.
that game.
Coming from Mr. Diamonon,
Oh, is
who
he?
is very adept in esports.
Is he actually he was a big part of MVCI, like the game?
He has resurrector of MVC listed in his Twitter profile.
Okay. All this happened, and basically Chris G was pretty much this. He was explaining all this in one of his chats that I'm gonna have linked in the description when this is officially released. Basically, what he said is he's gonna not focus so much on NVCI and focus more on Street Fighter 5, which is good on him. I mean, obviously, if you get treated badly like that, you're not gonna want to do it again. So, what do you guys think about it?
Let me just say that if Chris G is going to move on from playing a Marvel vs. game, that Marvel vs. game is in jeopardy.
Absolutely.
Because that is one of your franchise players right there. That's one of your more infamous names associated with the... he's associated with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and his success in various tournaments of that game.
It's pretty much your Daigos and stuff.
I mean, he invented the Mora Doom team, so yeah.
Chris G won that Evo tournament last year.
Were you gonna say Hades?
Didn't someone else do the Mora Doom combo? Or maybe not Mora Doom, but the whole Morgan thing came from someone else first. I can't remember his name, though.
Not sure. I wasn't... Oh, go ahead. They were done.
I was just like, you also neglected to mention that, like, apparently the Battle for the Stones brackets were changed upwards of 9 times to make sure a certain player got, like, favorable seating.
Oh, yeah. There was a large list that I didn't say because it was so large. But yeah, go ahead.
I put it in the chat for posterity, but yeah, apparently the brackets for that whole tournament were changed around upwards of 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
So a certain player could get like a favorable seeding, but Chris didn't say who it was. I think a lot of people, know who it is, obviously.
So they rigged it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not really surprised at the shady stuff anymore, to be honest.
Not at all.
Nope, that sounds pretty par for the course.
It also kind of makes that one stone that lets you switch your match around kind of pointless, since they were already doing it ahead of time.
I'm not sure how that tournament went down. I only saw the finals. That was pretty much it.
I saw a clip of Flo watching the end where it was just like, hey, it's over, go watch Street Fighter 5 now, bye. And then that was it.
Yeah. Tasty Steve at the end was more like, all right, that is it for Battle for the Stones. Now go to Capcom Fighters. We got Capcom Cup coming up. Do not go anywhere. And then MVCI was just shoot off the stage.
Yeah.
All of it.
We're embarrassed. We need to duck out of here ASAP.
They dipped.
Cover ourselves on the way out.
They're like, who's got the chips? Because we about to dip.
Yeah.
Chris talks a lot about it, how like after that happened, everyone just like disappeared. Like all the Capcom staffers for Battle for the Stones are just gone. It's a really it's a long listen, but if you have the 2 hours, I mean, listen into that Twitch stream. It's actually really, really enlightening.
Yeah, I'll have the stream link in the chat once the video is actually published.
I put it in our chat for reference if none of you guys are reading it already.
Mm-hmm.
What I find to be one of the more interesting things about this particular breakdown is the reason Battle for the Stones was not on the December 5th patch is because of the idea that some of the players already had access to this post-patch, so Capcom didn't really want to give them the advantage.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. After
I believe F-Champ was given early access to like the S2, the second part of DLC characters, so that was part of the big reason of why they didn't do that.
Is that when good?
I think that's a respectable decision, admittedly, but
I agree.
you
Was that when they had like leaks of F-Champ playing Venom and Winter Soldier in his house?
People very quickly found out it was him thanks to the curtains.
That's dumb.
It
Brent?
pretty much reminds me of when Injustice 1 came out and they essentially had to ban testers from early majors.
That's crazy.
Hashtag ban the testers.
Half those DLC characters for Injustice 1 were garbage. So.
Barring Batgirl and Zod, who were insanely overpowered.
And
Scorpion.
Oh yeah, Scorpion. Man, teleport punching.
We don't talk about the under 10 frame teleports.
I thought he was low on the tier list in that game.
When he first came out.
Yeah,
When he first came out, he was godlike.
Anybody else have any thoughts on this this topic, Brandon?
No, not really. Just some schemy shit going on there. They gotta fix that before their tournament scene is completely ruined.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next piece of it's a question I wrote in for MVCI. That kind of me and Hades were kind of back and forth in the chat beforehand. Do you guys think that MVCI is dead, or is there a chance that it will be revived like SF5 was?
I'll be honest with you. The game is dead. Like, I see Street Fighter 5 was more relevant in this game. Day one.
You sure? I mean,
brutally honest.
everybody was saying that it was dead too, though.
You want to know the reason? I can tell you the reason.
I know the reason, but it's but it's just like, they said the same thing about SF5. What's the difference between SF5 and MVCI?
Nah,
Player
People
counts.
still,
was more relevant though. That's the thing,
hold on. Yeah,
Inside
people were
was
still,
relevant.
people were supporting more of SS5. Like, they believed they would make a comeback. People still believe it would turn out to be, a better product by patches after updates. But they don't see the same as MVCI, as from what I'm seeing lately.
Yeah.
With MCI though, the last patch they knocked out actually kind of does people off. Not just for the reasons, it's for not buffing other characters.
And
Exactly.
this is just me, but when I saw the roster leak of NVCI, I was like, oh my god, this game is dead on arrival. There's like 3 people in this game I give a shit about, 3, and they're all returning characters.
Yep.
Ghost Rider, Ryu, and Chris. and that's it.
Mm.
Oh, and Strider, sorry, 4.
The way I see it when it comes to the idea of MVCI being dead, it's the idea of who that particular line comes from. Because pro players, they will play anything. If this idea comes from the pro scene in general and they stop playing it, that's when the game is dead. Because the same thing happened to Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
the pro scene dropped that game like a bad habit.
Yep,
can't blame them.
That right there is a dead game.
Yeah, well, I had my fun with that. I played it way after it was dead. That's how I got. To be honest, that's how I learned about Tekken.
Well, obviously, people are upset at the fact that how badly MVCI was treated during the tournament. I'm pretty confident that Capcom doesn't want the MVC fans smoke. They don't want to, get shit from them like they did with SF5 people. I kind of feel like, obviously, but I kind of feel like they're gonna do something about it. Now that Fox is being owned by Disney, I'm pretty sure Wolverine's gonna be in there and all the other, people that people want. Even though people claim they don't want the same characters, they want the same characters. So they'll get their characters, and then they will come back. It'll be more alive than ever before because Wolverine and Doom are in there. And go ahead.
Sorry. No. Go ahead.
I'm thinking. This is me in my head. This is my conspiracy theory that these characters are gonna come out. They're gonna have a UI change. It's basically season 3 for MVCI. UI change. Everything that people complained about will be fixed, hopefully. But am I saying this confidently? I'd put money on it? Fuck no. I wouldn't say that because I'm not sure. Because if I compare Street Fighter to MVCI, I'd have to go with Street Fighter because Street Fighter is a classic. It's a classic fighting game franchise like Tekken. And of course, Capcom's going to put more love, quote unquote love, and money into Street Fighter because that's where all the money is. Yeah. But that's what I think.
And didn't Street Fighter 2 define the tournament fighter anyway? Or am I wrong on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 was one of the first.
Okay. It set a standard.
Other than the original Street Fighter, but that one doesn't count.
I'd say
I don't even want to imagine what a tournament's like for that game.
Non-existent because it's just Shoto mirrors.
Yeah, it's just Ryu or Ken. Pick one.
Street Fighter 1 was a proof of concept more than anything that they evolved from. So.
And Ryu
Fighting
had
Street.
red hair for some reason. That was weird.
As far as Marvel's showing at Battle for the Stones, it really got nothing to ensure the fans that game has a future. There was absolutely no reveals at Battle for the Stones. Not even a teaser, not even a preview of things to come. And there's been no idea that there is a second wave coming. Yeah, I know the DLC costumes say Wave 1, but I have yet to see proof that a Wave 2 is even in the pipeline.
Can I say something about their costumes, though? Just real quickly. Ghost Riders, pretty fucking awesome. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that is not a reason for me to spend money on it.
A lot of those costumes, I think, kind of stink, to be honest with you. There's a couple good ones.
Ghost Rider one, but that's because I love
I'm
Ghost
not saying
Rider,
anything.
obviously.
You already know.
I was gonna say I think Gamora's is fine, but Hagar's is just him wearing a shirt, and that's it.
Oh wait, which one for Gamora? The her classic costume?
Yeah, sexy Gamora.
Sexy Gamora. Yeah. Would it make sense to people if they said, "Hey, we didn't show anything because DLC characters were just out, so it wouldn't make sense if we just put out characters and then we, make another announcement."
No.
I don't think they could afford not to do that though. If they have anything in the pipeline, because it's really obvious that MVCI is ailing right now, and with people debating, that it's dead or not, you gotta pull out something to say, hey, we're still paying attention to this game. But I didn't respond to your original question of if MVCI is dead. I think Capcom's support of it is dead. Because they will probably just go forward with Street Fighter 5 since that hit esports status pretty well, but there's no announcements for it or anything. So I think They're just gonna quietly wash their hands of MVCI, let it go out into the wild, and just go on with life, basically.
They're gonna put soap with it.
I'm interested in the arcade edition now. If it's not like $1 million, so maybe I'll give it a shot again.
$40, I think it is for arcade edition.
That's reasonable.
Is that for $5 if you didn't buy the game like when it came out?
Yeah, if you buy the physical.
I had it.
Oh, okay.
And I traded it in. I think I still got the data.
You get it for free if you already have OG Street Fighter 5, right?
Oh, I was about to say, does it count with the disc or with the data?
I don't have the disc.
Because
I had it on disc.
Data, what disc are you gonna put in if you don't have? You have data but no disc. It's not gonna work.
I have this blank CD I wrote SF5 on. Would that count? Or...
Sure, if you burn the file somehow.
All right.
I have this other blank CD that says SF6. Top secret. Don't tell Capcom. Shh.
Brandon, you have any thoughts on this before I move on to the next thing?
No, not really.
I have one more thought.
Oh, good.
The scary thought that MVCI might not even be at Evolution 2018.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the horror.
Oh,
That's
no.
true.
People were pissed.
I'm afraid.
I did
want to
blow. Good.
I was gonna say that would actually kind of blow my mind.
No, you know what'd be hilarious actually? If they put 3 instead of infinite.
They put Windjammers instead of Infinite, I'd be happy.
That's that brings up a little thing that I wanted to bring up before we move on to the next franchise game that we're going to talk about. It's weird to me being on Twitter and seeing people that when MVCI was first out, you know, the memes that were put out, people put out memes, and then after seeing the news that people were talking about, oh, there might not be a MVCI for Evo, I saw the same people that were making memes and making fun of it, defending it, and saying, hey, I know this game is rough, but I have faith in MVCI and I want it to do good. And I just thought it was weird because it was like you were shitting on it, making memes about it, but now you're over here defending it. And I just thought that was pretty funny. What do you guys think about that?
You confused me. How does that work? How do you shit all over it and then be like, no, it's not that bad?
It seems like the people that are the most passionate about Marvel Infinite are the harshest critics of it.
That makes sense.
Pretty much, yeah.
That could be said for any game, to be fair.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. I just thought that was funny. People were, I think it was, what was his name? I know I showed it to you, Hades. His name was like Wiz or something.
Mr. Wiz?
Mr. Wiz.
That's
the
Mr.
guy that
Wizard.
runs Evo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that said that, and people were basically talking shit about him, talking about that he doesn't know what he's talking about, that the game's not dead, you know, showing proof of its Twitch viewers and people playing it were more than Tekken and other games and stuff like that.
Wait, when did that happen? It was the last time I remember like they had the Fighters beta and then like Dragon Ball Fighters beta and then they had MVCI and Fighters beta was booming.
It's probably when Venom
MVCI
was out.
had under like 1,000 viewers.
It was probably when Venom was out.
From Mr. Wiz went out on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. I know the person that posted that pic of the Twitch stuff said it was recent. I need to look for it if I were to find it, but I don't think I want to do that. But good.
Can you really use like Twitch views as like a metric though on any given day though? Like viewers are obviously gonna like waffle incredibly depending on what's going on a given day.
I would say yes because it gives you a better understanding on what people would prefer over the other. Like if you had 2 things going on at the same time and people flock to one, and yeah, it's safe to say that people are more attracted to this one over the other. I mean, I know for a fact that MVCI had bad press compared to Dragon Ball. So.
Right.
I have a tweet, but I'll find it. You guys keep going.
Because I was gonna say, fighting games in general don't really get that many views on Twitch. Like the only time you ever see a fighting game on top is if either Max is streaming or if Eris is streaming, typically.
Right.
Evo numbers don't lie, though.
No,
it's a disaster at the sacrifice.
Shooters are popular on Twitch, so that's not. If you compare genres, that's not a fair assessment.
Since you guys asked about the numbers, the first day that they had the beta for both games, MVCI had around 700 viewers and Fighters had 30,000.
Jeez, that's a lot.
Yep. That was day one when the beta came out.
When was the tournament?
If only I was in the PS4 version of the beta.
Did Mr. Wiz delete that tweet? I'm trying to look
What
for
tweet?
it. The tweet where he was
I know
saying,
I know that poll concluded, and the answer was like yes, 59%.
Oh, it was September
Oh, I see it.
16th. That's when this happened.
I think I can find the picture that they were showing. If I can scroll down. I know the Ultra David was in there, so I can show it.
Joey Kular.
Oh God.
I feel like a lot of the dissent towards it is people don't want to necessarily approve and ride on what they feel is a mediocre product. If their voice can help that product improve, you're damn right they're going to exercise it.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
Feel like people that like MVCI are just like Marvel vs. Capcom. Is like, if you want to support it, speak up, talk to Capcom, like they did with the models and stuff. I know not all the models are fixed, but they sure did fix that Chun-Li model.
Yeah, that was booty.
I can't remember if they fixed Dante or not.
I mean, her booty was fine, but her face was not.
They did fix Dante. You just gotta buy his Nephilim skin.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to talk about it. We want DMC4 Dante. Please don't use the repo. We'll use it anyway.
They fixed Dante all right.
Yeah.
All right,
Putting in something worse, arguably, but
I can't find it. Topic. That's it for MVCI news. The next, going down the list, we're gonna go with Street Fighter 5. It's a lot of stuff to talk about. The first thing,
homegirl Sakura. Though.
The first thing I want to talk about is the 30th anniversary collection, which includes 12 of the arcade classic Street Fighter games, and about 4 of them are gonna have the online, which is Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fight, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha 3, and Third Strike, the most important one in my opinion. And they're using rollback netcode. What do you guys think?
Is that the bad one?
Rollback GGPO.
We have to wait that long to play it, though.
May 2018.
Yeah.
Now Alpha 3 Max.
I'd say it's good to wait that long because hopefully you have a good netcode. Because if it's not as good as the PlayStation 3's Third Strike, then what's the point?
I disagree. That one was trash. Trying to fight K was way bad.
Fight K is the same thing as the Third Strike and the PS3 GGPO type shit.
Really? Because PS3 has more.
Yeah.
That's weird.
What do you guys think about this collection? Are you gonna buy it? If not, why? If so, why?
I'm getting it down the line because I want to play the other games. Like
I'll probably get it.
Play Street Fighter 3 on Second Impact.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played most of the old ones. I really started Street Fighter with 4, and I suck at it. So why not try sucking at all the other ones too? As long as it's not, like $70 million. What was it, like 30 or 40?
It's only $40.
All right, that's a maybe too.
I'm surprised Street Fighter 4 is not in there. Is anybody else planning on picking it up? I know I am.
I am, absolutely.
I would if I could get Third Strike separately. That's the one I really wanted.
I'll go for 20.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I got Guile or Ryu, so I mean, literally every game I can play with Ryu. I know how to play as Ryu.
I don't know
because everybody does.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but this game is coming out to basically everything but the Vita and 3DS, which makes sense to me. I will be buying this game for the PlayStation 4 and the Switch. The reason why I'm buying it for the Switch is obviously it's easy to run on the Switch because it's an arcade game. And if I ever, travel somewhere and have to be in a plane, and I hate planes, and, I start to freak out a bit. So if I don't freak out, I'll be playing Third Strike on the go. The one-time portable is useful for me, Switch-wise, which I own.
It's portable.
Right.
Portable.
I'd probably get it on. I'd probably get it on Steam if anything, because it'll be nice to not emulate all these old Street Fighter games anymore if I want to play them,
And mods.
For sure. I just want to play my boy Sodom again. Feel good about myself.
Aside from the broken ones, Kaneki knows he played them.
If I could absolutely fix something about this collection, I would include Alpha 2 among the online capable games. Because Alpha 2 is drastically different from Alpha 3 in terms of its systems.
Right. Real quick, can somebody explain, because I know there's going to be some people that's either watching this and asking why is an Alpha 3 Max in. I know somebody knows why, the good reason why the Alpha 3 Max is not in this game.
Because for the most part, these collections seek the arcade release.
Exactly.
And Alpha 3 Max, the characters they added are really rough compared to everyone else, especially since most of them are literally pulled headfirst from other ventures. Like Eagle Yun and Maki are pulled from CVS2, and Ingrid is pulled from Capcom Fighting Jam. She looks drastically different from everyone else.
Capcom Fighting Jam.
Oh no.
Yeah, remember that one?
I do, mainly just because it included Red Earth people, and I kind of like Red Earth, so...
Oh, I thought that was just a game where jars of jelly fight. Get it? No? Okay,
that being said, I'm one of those people that uses the secret characters in Alpha 3. I was a Julie player, so I'm going to have to do the code every single time just so I can use my character.
Is that going to work online? I don't think so.
It will. More than likely, the codes will work.
That's cool.
You could do it on 5K, so you may as well do it on the 30th anniversary.
Unless they be cool guys and take these secret characters and make them selectable on the character select screen, like with what
NBC.
Marvel vs. Capcom Origins did.
Yeah.
That is too much work, sir.
Never know. They're putting a bunch of... You can see the pixel models one by one and shit. They're adding soundtrack. They're adding a bunch of shit to this game.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're lazy.
If they do it, good on them, but, going based on their past record.
I believe the dev team for this is Digital Eclipse. They have been working with Capcom on the Disney Afternoon Collection, the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1. They've been really good at preserving Capcom games and keeping them intact and loyal to their original hardware.
Wait, you said Disney? What the
yeah.
No, never mind. I'm thinking of a different game.
Yep. So their arcade emulation is in good hands. It's the online that I'm worried about.
Yeah, but hopefully people reach out to them. A lot of people, and they're like, "Hey, can you please make it like the Third Strike GGPO, whatever? Do what you have to do." I don't know. I don't know if they can get Iron Galaxy on it. I doubt it, because Iron Galaxy's
they'd have to contract them probably to do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But going up to the next news for Street Fighter 5, we have a lot of stuff for this. Did you guys see the finals?
Hell yeah, I did.
Absolutely.
That was a really fun top 8.
Very weird, and a lot of people find it weird for some dumb reason, that an Akuma player did not win, or a Laura, or a Guile, or a Nash, or the usual people that win Evo, but this time it was actually a Birdie player that won, and the person controlling Birdie, his name is Mena. He won the 2017 Capcom Cup, but it didn't come without any controversy. For some reason, people just can't understand that a Birdie player won, so they started saying shit like, "Oh, Mena's never gonna win any other tournament ever again because he got lucky. He got lucky on this tournament." They also claimed that Birdie is a broken character, which is why he won.
Nope.
Oh shit! Defend your character, Hades.
So
that sounds like salt.
So when I read this and I hear this, to me it just says that people are just confused at the fact that there's a new character that's won Evo, one that they've never seen before, and they can't handle seeing somebody else other than Akuma, Ryu, the usual people winning Evo. What do you guys think?
Upper mid-tier wins for once, everybody. Is there any actual evidence of that though? Because I keep seeing people that are like, "Don't shit on Mena RD's victory," but I don't actually see anyone shitting on it. I'm just asking because I've never seen anything like that.
I think it's like Twitter
when
shit.
It comes to cases like that, it leads me to believe that all of the nuances of Street Fighter V had not been fully uncovered. When you consider that people thought Birdie was trash, and then a Birdie went and won Capcom Cup.
I also thought he was trash.
It reminds me of people dismissing Adon back in 2010.
Yes, they did.
Here comes GamerB, and he makes it all the way to top 8.
Speaking of which, bring Adon back.
I don't think Birdie's a trash character though. Take that from a guy who plays Birdie. I think he's like upper mid tier, like I said, but not god awful. He's no Fang or Alex or anything.
He's a noob killer for sure, but I would not call him among the best in the game by a long shot.
Not maybe top 10, but I think even that's pushing it, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna say this on the podcast. I'm a phony. I also thought Birdie was trash, but he's not trash.
Fat phony.
But he's not trash. I was actually really surprised.
Phony.
Shout out.
Big fat phony.
There's just Reapers confessing his sins.
I will say this much with Birdie. He does have possibly the best V-trigger in the game. Like, I'm not sure, like, comparatively with everyone else, but it's definitely one of the best.
One or two.
Time, I mean. 1
or 2.
I don't even know what 2 does, so it'll probably be 1 regardless. Because I'm not sure if like the same status effects are going to be applied to the new V trigger, but I mean you're getting boosted damage, you're getting a boosted dash and walk speed, you're getting armor on your specials, so I mean it's a really good V trigger.
I think you could just do more combos with their chain. I think that's what the second one is. You can also, if you throw food and you use the second V trigger chain on the food, it actually does double damage or something like that. Like it knocks it to them and shit.
Ooh, now it does 50 damage now. Ooh.
They showed it during that boring Capcom stream where they try to show off these stupid things.
That stream was terrible. Holy shit.
Yeah,
did they know what they were doing?
No.
Dude, that every stream I ever see where they try to promote a game, they're like, I have no idea what the lore of this game is or what's going on. I'm just some guy they pulled off
the stream. How bad was it? What stream you guys talking about?
It was a stream for Capcom Cup. Not Capcom Cup. It was a Capcom stream where they wanted to show off some people's second V triggers.
No, if I'm not mistaken, it was just supposed to show off like the arcade mode.
Yeah.
And they just got 2 dudes that were insanely awkward, had no chemistry, and did not know how to play Street Fighter 5. It's just like you can't string together 2 mediums and a special man. Come on.
This is your Capcom in a post-Combo Fiend world.
Post-Seth Killian world.
I don't think I've ever seen them put people that know what they're doing, to be honest.
Combo Fiend did.
He actually plays games, but I'm talking like the rest of their staff. Like I don't know. They always seem incompetent for some reason.
They're mostly like PR people.
You got like a whole community of people that love fighting games. You can pluck one of them and say, "Hey, do this shit."
I agree.
You know.
I wish they got the guy that said, "Hey, those exponents are functions." PR guy.
John D. John D's not going to show his face.
I bet that dude got fired. Or he should be.
Combo? I think Combo quit. He wasn't fired though.
He quit.
Combo Fiend was released.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Is there a reason why?
No, he quit.
Not him. Wait, was he the one that said the functions thing, or was it the other guy?
Combo Fiend quit. That was him. Combo Fiend.
Yeah, Combo said the functions thing, if I'm not mistaken.
He sounds like he was fed up with that shit, to be honest. I don't know why, but that's what it sounds like.
It sucks because Combo Fiend really loved that job. It was his dream
that
job.
seems like a comment from a man who does not care about the characters and the world of the game and sees them mostly as their play style, which is a scary thought process.
Maybe he got burned out.
Combo Fiend's the type that probably plays top tier because they're top tier.
You mean he's Justin Wong?
Alright, moving on. Unless anybody else has anything to say. Brandon, do you have anything to say? Or you're good?
No, I'm good. Yeah,
it's funny because you look back at Combo Fiend playing CVS2 and he plays the most unorthodox characters. Hibiki? Of all characters. He's definitely the type to play what he likes.
Did somebody say Dan Hibiki?
No, not that Hibiki.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Shout
out to Mena for winning Capcom Cup. He did real good for the Latin American people. Just like me. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the exciting stuff. Not to say that Mena winning isn't exciting, but the hype stuff. Ono, he nay-nayed back on stage with his hand up and said, did you like it? And then he pretty much showed us the next character trailer for season 3.
Do you write game? Me write game? Jesus Christ.
I want to talk about that briefly because I've seen so many reaction videos to that trailer because
I did too.
That trailer was mad hype, don't get me wrong.
It was.
And a lot of people in the first 15 seconds are like, the fuck is this? What am I looking at?
For
that
Sakura?
Footage, the footage for the trailer. We're talking about that later?
Yeah, that's after Sakura, because that came after
Sakura.
Alright,
yeah. I'll talk about that soon. Let's get to Sakura then.
Basically, Petals came down on the monitor, and people said Sagat, but then they said, no, Sakura is back, and she works in an arcade, which I thought was an idol when I first saw it. And in my opinion, her moves look great. She looks great. Face is done real well. Costumes are good. And she has her own stage from Alpha 1 or 2?
Alpha 2.
It's 2.
Alpha 2, I also think that one looks great. She looks good, and I can't wait to actually get to touch her. I never was a Sakura fan, but I don't know why, but I just feel like I need to touch her with consent.
Yeah, me too.
She's old enough now.
Reaper's the respectable man.
Exactly.
She's graduated now.
When she came on, when I first watched the trailer and she came on screen, I was like, oh dear, something is happening. And
she's legal now, boy.
And my pants.
Struck the tip of my penis. What?
So I can touch the booty and not get in trouble.
Yes.
All right. With consent, of course. I mean, I'm not that kind of guy.
What do you guys think about the Sakura reveal trailer?
It was very well done. I love the aspect of it where it's like she's traveling from stage to stage.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like character-wise, it seems like this path where she works at an arcade makes the most sense. She looks like one of those commentator deals for when an arcade gets really hype.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely going to help pay for her traveling across the world.
Absolutely.
No,
this is absolutely an upgrade to Sakura in every way possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm be honest with you, the best part of all this is Sagat is coming back. Yeah.
That's the second half. That's the second half of this question that we haven't got to yet.
That's the whole half for me.
Oh, all right. Well, what do you guys think about? Well, people haven't said anything about Sakura only. The Sakura trailer.
Her alpha stage was the best part of the trailer.
Her music's her music's her theme is real good. I like it.
I did
Mm-hmm.
once. Sorry,
Okay.
that was bad. I dig the Kasagana Resonance stage, and I'm hoping that at a point we also get like the dirty bathroom stage that Birdie had in one of the alpha games back, so I can have my own stage.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Fighting while people are taking a piss at the urinals, you know.
Yeah.
And oh god. I also really did like the whole plane aesthetic, but that was one of my favorite things from Street Fighter 2, where you would like hop on a plane, you would go fly to India, it would say India, and then you'd fight Dalsum. I hope they bring that back for arcade mode personally, but
yeah. Real quick, I want to address somebody's question in the chat. Somebody, Sho Minazaki, I probably said the last name wrong, even though I love Persona. He asked, didn't Ono say that Sagat wasn't going to be in Street Fighter 5? Why put him in now? He said that he didn't want too many Shotos.
He said the same thing with Akuma, though, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Don't believe his lies.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the Akuma thing was he probably's like, oh shit, Tekken has Akuma now. Now we gotta put our version.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
We gotta create Akuma and have different moves. That was like their panic attack in a way.
I think. Go ahead.
Sorry, you gotta put Sagat in the game, you know, though.
You do.
Like,
yeah,
one of the most popular characters in Street Fighter, probably one of the most easily recognized ones too. Plus, you're trying to make the comeback with Season 3, so you know you gotta bust out the big guns, your Sakuras and your Sagats and such.
Yeah.
Oh, remember, guys?
That's why Blanca's
Sagat
back.
Fighter 4. Oh, fuck Blanca.
Vanilla Sagat, they're great.
Sagat versus Ken, Fate of the Universe.
He better have that costume where he's an ice cream cone. I swear to God.
I'm sorry. I need what is this?
Wasn't that a mod?
Yeah.
No, that was official. That became.
You don't remember Vanilla Sagat?
Can someone get a picture and show it to Italian Stallion here?
I did not play. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Arms crossed,
Felt
vanilla
like
ice cream.
Felt like that should have been a mod.
Oh my goodness, it's this, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the exact one I was gonna. Yeah. I want that costume for everybody.
The Sakura.
I forgot when they gave him that.
That was a while
Can
back.
Guile be like something American related, like a pie? Apple pie? No? Okay.
I do want to say that this stage was real good, and that gives me hope that we'll get other nostalgia stages. Like Hades said, I'd like to see that Birdie stage. I'd like to see Alex's either rooftop or the train station one.
Dude,
That's Ken's stage. Thank you very much.
I don't know.
Bring
Says
back
Alex
the
on
train
it.
stage.
Bring back E Honda's bathhouse.
No.
Let's go.
No.
The perf house.
Look, man, I just want the Street Fighter 3 stages, like the Killer Moon stage for Kuma. I want Real stage, because that's one of my favorite stages in this game.
Yeah.
You know, a good a good fighter. The last good Capcom game.
Do you guys remember that Alpha stage where you fight Bison and there's like grass swaying on the floor and it's like lightning in the background? Would that be banned because the grass would probably cover up Birdie's can?
Probably.
More than likely.
That sucks.
Have they not fixed those stages yet, though?
Nope.
You can't.
That's-
Well, you can, but I don't know. That'd be weird.
I'm pretty sure modders have fixed them. So I'm pretty
Unless you
sure
want to
Capcom
drain
could
the
do it,
water.
too.
Oh, they probably have.
Just mow the lawn before the fight. But we're gonna move on to the stuff that Rad and everybody else does want to talk about. Ono appeared back in the Nene stance and was like, "Did you write that one?" But that's not enough for us. And he looked
enough.
He looked at his pocket and we thought he was pulling out the classic Blanca toy, but it was just some freak plushie that he pulled out. And then we were all like, "Oh no!" If you watch the
Don't you dare put Blanca in this game.
If you watch the reactions of that, you see people are always saying, "Oh no, please don't put him in the game." But they showed that long trailer, and they, lo and behold, Blanca was there, looking hairier than ever.
I was about to rage quit that game. That was it for me.
Okay, I gotta notice. Why do people hate Blanca so much? I never got this.
He's a troll
He
character.
is a pain in the ass to fight.
Yeah.
Okay,
Online
yeah,
Blanca
see,
balls. That's why.
The thing is,
Like Yun.
I don't play Street Fighter Online, so I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll go down the list. Hype.
Before we go down the list, the big thing I want to mention is that there's so many reactions of people not realizing, hey, you're looking at the on-disc opening of the game.
I didn't realize that.
These images of Ryu meditating and looking at a waterfall and the shot of Shinjuku with Menat. We knew about those images. They were more than likely the opening, and lo and behold, but they showed so much more.
If there's no indestructible, nobody cares. Let's just be honest here.
Let's play a little game, and I'm gonna go down the list of people that we saw, and I want you guys to give me your number from 1 to 10 hype level. So Blanca, what's your number? I want to say like 5.
0.
I want to say
1.
0.
I don't care.
It's like a 4, but it depends on the alternate costumes they give him. I want him covered in fruit.
Oh man, I want to say something, but it's gonna sound super racist.
And his V trigger has to have encouragement from his mama.
My mama.
My mama.
No.
Yo, can we get the Blanca skin from the Street Fighter movie?
Oh my god, if there's a V trigger with like Armika's where his mom comes to help him, that'd be so funny.
Blanca secretly replaces Charlie on the character select screen.
Is that Mama's boy now?
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
Brandon, what was your number?
69.
Awesome. All
All right.
Next up down the list was G. Lincoln looking G. What do you guys, number wise, 1 from 10, hype level?
5.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, I'm going.
That's
with
what I would have
5.
said.
That guy's about a 7 on his look alone.
I got nothing.
Before
There is the theory that in some way he's related to Q.
I was about to say, well,
I think he is Q, personally.
me too.
He might actually be Q. We can't put Q in the game. We have to make it more interesting.
Would you guys be... I can't say... It's kind of hard to say would people be upset because you know there'll be a nostalgia costume. And that'll just be Q and people will be hyped. But I'm not gonna ask that. Go ahead and answer.
Be a new character.
Really?
Honestly, yeah, I'd rather have it be a new character than just Q, because they could have easily add more lore to it on why these two are somehow connected.
Did you guys hear about that rumor, or that's not rumor, it's speculation, conspiracy theory that G is actually Greg from Bloody Roar?
That's
funny, but the funny is as far as it's gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Bring back Bloody Roar. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Beg Konami to do it.
All right.
Fuck, they own it.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yes.
Crap. We're
Oh,
screwed.
shit.
They
James
bought
dead.
Hudson like 100 years ago.
Going down the list of the trailer-wise, how the trailer went. Next person we saw, and I was extremely surprised, is Cody. Please give us your number of hype-wise. I want to say 10. 10.
10.
Yeah,
There is a
larger
larger number than Infinity now,
MVCI.
because I feel
I'm-
Cody looks amazing.
My man
does.
was rocking that suit. Okay, I was gay for 5 seconds.
The cuffs came off.
He's
We're
out of
all
jail
gonna
now.
die.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, isn't it something with him and the cuffs, and if they're on? Well, what's that about? I read it a long time.
Those-
He has physically restrained his own fighting power because he's too
Yeah.
good.
Oh, okay.
Those are like limiters. So he,
And that's the guy from Final Fight, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
Okay.
He's the main character.
he literally
I know.
broke
Guy
off.
is the other one. Okay, because I liked Guy.
In
of
Hagar.
course, I love seeing Final Fight get as much love as possible in Street Fighter because they're one and the same now. Cody for me gets an 8.
Really, I give it a 10. Seeing him break off the limiters was fucking cool.
He's out of jail now.
I have a question before I move down. Nostalgia costume. Everybody's gonna have a nostalgia costume. Everybody that's not new is gonna have a nostalgia costume. Do you guys want the classic jail suit costume, or do you want the Final Fight costume?
Final Fight.
I feel you should go with the Final Fight outfit because that is
Yes.
as nostalgia as it gets.
I can see that.
Need
So it'd
the
be
Final
like
Fight.
Story would be the Hagar clothes or his good
His-
clothes.
He's the interim mayor.
Battle would be the jail cell, and then Nostalgia would be Final Fight.
Yeah.
Have they ever given him his Final Fight outfit in
Never.
a game?
Never.
No.
Never.
Really? Huh. That's strange to me. Seems like it's a no-brainer, but
Okay, what about stage? Do you want the stage to be the outside of a jail cell from Alpha, or do you want it to be the Final Fight background type stuff?
Final Fight. Final Fight.
First stage, Final Fight.
Okay. I'm good with
Yeah.
that. All right, next down the list was Falk. Was it Falk?
Oh, you mean?
I even forgot who that person was, so I'm gonna go like
This
4.
yeah, it is Falk.
Who is that again? I forgot.
It's Ed's
Female
assistant. It was
Yeah.
if you play Ed's story, at the end you see that he's making his own version of Shadowloo. It's called Neo Shadowloo, and he has 2 people that are accompanying him, which is Falk, the female, and some gorilla that people thought was G.
some
Why
gorilla.
does she look? I don't know. I feel like they should have made her look a little more different.
It seems like that's the standard Neo Shadowloo uniform.
Yeah, looking like a blonde dude.
Yeah.
All I gotta say
okay.
is, Go ahead.
So, confession time. I thought that was Junie when it was first revealed, just because of the light, short hair and the Shadowloo look. I thought Junie was back.
I wish it was Junie.
But for Falk, I'll give her like a 6.
I'll give her like a 5 because I don't know her yet. It's kind of hard to like get hype for new characters we don't know. them.
She has like a bow stick.
Yeah,
You
she has like a
sort of
staff.
See it in the story.
A bow stick.
I'll give her a gender bend Ed out of 10.
That's a 1 for me, to be honest with you. Not that excited for her.
I actually skipped over the most important one from the trailer wise, which is Sagat. Sagat is back.
Yes. Definitely. Yes.
Tiger
Infinity.
uppercut.
Infinity out of 10.
What a reveal that was!
It was great. It was amazing.
I would like to say before we go nuts on Sagat,
Okay.
the aesthetic of the trailer where everyone is shown off at once, it's sort of like everyone's on a movie set
Mhm.
where you have Rashid in like this white sand looking parts and Chun-Li at like the dresser adjusting her lipstick. It was all just a very well done trailer. or an opening, I should say, and then it got to Sagat.
And everybody just immediately.
And then you see the Thailand statue, and then you know.
Oh, bring that stage back! Oh.
I think the implication was the stage is coming with him.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Sagat for me is like a 9. That's the guy that I was waiting for, and never has there been a definition of saving the best for last.
Absolutely.
One of the reasons why people play Street Fighter. Sagat.
Sagat. Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. Is it weird that I thought G was actually Eagle at first?
No, he's American.
Eagle would be cool.
He's Uncle Sam.
You know who I'm glad they didn't bring back?
Who?
T-Hawk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hawk with the gun.
I don't want Honda either.
El Fuente?
Yeah.
El Fuerte?
I'd love El Fuerte. He's good.
I'd love El Fuerte back too. What's with all the hatred for El Fuerte?
I don't know.
That's his V trigger.
Because he's a character comprised of a coin flip.
So all of Street Fighter 5 now? Or?
El Fuerte is pretty much Rashid.
Yeah, but El Fuerte is like the worst interpretation of the coin flip, especially in Ultra.
I love that, guys. I love Fuerte, but to be fair, I just love lucha things. So
I love quick characters. So seeing like El Fuerte versus Rashid would be a real treat for me. If they do bring back the Thailand stage, I hope that you can uppercut the statue's head off. That'd be cool. Because I know Sagat did that in his ending. Alright, so that's season 3 characters. They did not do that bullshit silhouette thing. Thank you, Capcom, for not doing that.
They did the silhouette at first. That's the best part.
I hated that, but they did good. They showed everybody, and I hope season 4 they show everybody, and so on and so forth. I don't know how many seasons they're gonna have. I want to say that this announcement was the first announcement that was super hype, and it felt like Street Fighter 4 again, kinda.
I can kind of see that.
So between this and freaking Kuma trailer, those are the only hype things for me so far involving Street Fighter 5.
Absolutely. I did see I saw Ricky Ortiz tweet out, why are people so hyped for Sagat when nobody gave a fuck about him during Street Fighter 4? Nobody really used them as much, but now all of a sudden everybody wants Sagat in Street Fighter 5. She didn't really get why that is.
I'm sorry, Sagat Fighter 4, anyone?
Nobody cares about tournament play. We just play for fun. Jesus Christ.
No, Brandon, tournament play is all that matters. Fuck the consumers.
When nobody played Sagat in Street Fighter 4, sir, madam, you were around in 2009. You were swimming in a sea of Sagat players.
That was vanilla Sagat though, not after he got defanged.
But people still play him.
Yeah, that's true.
But even so, he had his loyalists.
Yeah.
Going off topic with a different game, that's like saying people didn't play Martian Manhunter and Injustice 1. And I'm like, dog, what is wrong with you?
He's everywhere.
The dude's Ultra at launch was fucking so much damage.
Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts on the new characters that we listed down?
No, okay, please.
I still don't see Dan.
I'm with Reapers in that I hope this is the new standard by revealing characters, because if they had just done the silhouettes, nobody would be as hyped for Street Fighter 5 as they are now.
Silhouettes are such garbage, dude. Like, people have to do conspiracy theories, they have to do mining and shit, and they have to go through a bunch of hassle.
And I feel that they did this simply to beat the leakers at their own game.
Yeah.
We're gonna leak the characters ourselves.
Yeah, just fuck all that, dude. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think they just didn't do it because, like, silhouettes are generally, I think, just like a waste of time.
I agree.
Personally, because it's just like, I'm not inclined to buy something if I don't know what I'm getting, which is why I wouldn't buy S2 or S1 for SF5. But now with it, you know, them not doing it, it's a good thing. Plus, you know, you generate way more hype with, like, here's Cody, here's Sagat, there you go.
I do hope that we do get Makoto back. I see you, Psych, in the chat showing the Makoto love. Yes, I agree.
It's disappointed in the lack of Sodom, I'm not gonna lie.
No, screw Sodom. We need Makoto back.
No, I do.
If you could trade out Sodom for
Q,
G,
bitch.
then it'd be a perfect season 3.
Can I trade out pre-existing characters? I'll trade Mika for Sodom immediately.
No, absolutely
No.
not.
You may have her.
That's a bit
Well, I
much.
agree with
That's
that.
not
She
much.
got nerfed too much.
No
That's just
ass. Come on.
No ass.
She doesn't have it either. They cut it out, remember?
The ESRB said no ass.
Let's move on to the next piece of Street Fighter stuff. This is gonna be. I'm gonna read this thing. It's a long one. Just FYI, I'm gonna be reading the extra battle and the new fight money changes. I know a lot of us have stuff to talk about when it comes to that.
Screws.
So please bear with me. I'm gonna try to read this whole thing. But first, I want to talk about the costumes that they showed off for extra battle before I read this big thing. What do you guys think about the Nash Captain Commando costume and the Chun-Li June from Star Gladiator costume for extra battle?
Awesome.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Captain
Captain Nash. Nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
What is Star Gladiator exactly? I know like Hayato comes from it, but I don't know what Star Gladiator is.
It is
a weapon-based fighter.
Yes, it's
Oh, it's a fighting game too?
It is.
Oh
It's
shit.
a long forgotten fighting game. Like
You watch.
what's the game Jin came from again?
It was like
fuck. Oh my god.
it was like the robot fight and
Cyberbot?
shit.
Cyberbot?
Yeah, just like Cyberbot. It's a long forgotten fighting franchise.
Hades, you watched the Super Best Friends, right?
Yeah.
They played it, I believe, in one of their fisticuffs.
I'll have to check that out then.
Cyberbot's Full Metal Madness.
Yep.
That's the one.
Also, FYI, Okuma was in Cyberbots.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
Z Okuma. Yeah,
I like that the second V trigger for Nash is kind of like the little move that Captain Commando has in MVC2. That shit's cool. Where he like punches the ground, there's like electricity. But yeah, I'm gonna read this long list of stuff for the fight money changes. But the first half is gonna be explaining about the costumes and how the costumes in Extra Battle are gonna work, and then I'm gonna talk about the money. So it says every month there will be at least one crossover costume up for grabs, which can only be obtained by playing extra battle mode with fight money. Here's the flow of how to go about getting these exclusive costumes. Each crossover costume requires you to complete 4 challenges that take place over the span of a month, 1 challenge per week. Each time you attempt one of these challenges, you must spend 2,500 fight money. In other words, if you successfully complete each of the weekly challenges in one go, you can get that extra battle costume for 10,000 FM. Once you complete all 4 challenges, the crossover costume for that month is yours. These challenges are time exclusive, so make sure to log in each week to complete them, especially if you have your eyes on that month's crossover costume. What do you guys think about that before I move on to the fight money?
No, because we earned it for free.
Okay, so we're using fight money to get it later for fight money. What?
No, you're using fight money to do the challenges and then to get the costume.
The fight money's an entrance fee, basically.
Yeah, the entrance fee, beat it, and then you gotta pay for it with fight money again.
No, you don't have to pay for it for fight money again. You beat it and you get the costume. That's it.
Oh, okay.
You have to do like 4 challenges in a row. Each costs 2.5k, and if you just beat it in one go, it's 10k. Will we know what skin it is every month?
Yeah, like with the missions, when you log in, it tells you the missions. It'll probably show you a picture of what the costume is.
I sure hope so.
I'm gonna move on to the extra battle. We'll have ways to win fight money. So you'll win fight money by doing extra battle too. So I guess you're not gonna be just spending and not getting anything.
How much though is the question?
Doesn't really specify. Let me read what it says. It says extra battle will also offer a way to obtain fight money, so you have enough to attempt each week's challenges. Every few weeks, a golden Shadowloo soldier will appear separately from the weekly crossover costume challenges, giving you an opportunity to earn a decent amount of fight money throughout 2018. Bust out your skills against these goons and replenish your fight money stashes. So I guess you're going to be fighting Shadowloo soldiers maybe, or you're gonna be doing something. You're gonna get a large or decent, quote unquote, decent amount of fight money. So you'll have an easier time getting into these extra battle stuff. What do you think about that?
I don't like the idea of it being spread out over the week. I would prefer to just contest for the costumes in like one gulp.
I think that then you'd be like waiting a long time for the next one. And so it's kind of like spread out instead of just like, okay, I got this, I have to wait forever for the next one.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. Anybody have thoughts until I get to the changes in fight money?
I got nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go to the changes.
It says beginning January 16th, modes that offer one-time infinite batches of fight money will no longer do so. This includes character stories, the general story, it's in parentheses, the A Shadow Falls, the big story mode thing, trials, survival, and demonstrations. If you haven't completed these modes yet, there's still a few weeks left to do so before the changes occur in January, which means if you have the regular Street Fighter 5, go out and do everything in the game that gives you fight money before Arcade Edition comes out.
Furthermore, if you have PlayStation 4, right now you can get the Season 2 Character Pass for half off. So if you don't have those characters yet, that's your incentive to buy the pass, get the characters, and get all of that done so you can scrounge up your fight money.
Right.
Wait, so we're losing the ability to get free fight money with the other stuff, right?
Some stuff. Let me finish reading this. If you're a new player worried about getting enough fight money to get the crossover costumes, you will gain experience points from all modes except for the general story. You receive fight money each time a character gains a level, and plays through each character story is a great way to quickly gain experience points for each character. Do this for all 28 characters and you'll be a proud owner of at least 200,000 fight money. Combine this amount with fight money earned through online battles and recurring missions and you'll have plenty to use for extra battle mode, additional characters, and costumes. For anyone worried about your current balance of fight money and league points, that they're not going to reset it, so don't worry about it. You're not going to lose money. You're not going to lose league points. Also beginning on January 16th, when you purchase a new character with real money or via the character pass, you will receive the character's battle costume and additional 3 to 10 colors for their standard and battle costumes. If you earned fight money, you can also obtain character story costumes, and that's about it. That's the whole thing. What do you guys think about it?
Now, I know why they had to implement this, and it's very obvious.
Why is that?
Because if you start with your Arcade Edition disc and you go through the characters' trials, personal stories, and survival modes, you will have more than enough to buy the Season 3 characters with fight money, thus making purchasing the character pass pointless.
I kind of disagree on that. The reason being that the missions exist. Missions are a weekly thing. They're fucking easy. There's a mission that was out this week that I did, which is knock somebody. You know the first stage they showed when the game came out. It was
the
like
bus.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, if you knock somebody into the bus, you can do it on versus mode. You don't have to play somebody online. Just get on versus mode, knock somebody into the bus, 5,000k fight money. You can get 100k for knocking somebody over 10 times, 500 for doing like 5 V reversals, easy stuff like that. So weekly stuff like that. If you just do all the weekly missions, by the time the next character comes out for that month, you'll probably have enough.
They still keeping the missions?
Yes, missions are going to be a thing.
Okay,
still.
good.
Not gonna lie, this change sounds pretty dumb, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
If you're thinking about, because when you win, the only way you get fight money from online stuff is if you win the match, and winning is only 50. So to get
dumb.
So to get enough to enter extra battle, you need to win at least 50 times. But I hope that they kind of give you 100 for each win instead. So then you only have to win 25 times.
Here's the thing, though.
Hmm?
With the story mode, like anything related to story mode, that's only a one-time deal. Once you use it up, you get the fight money. That's it. That's a one-time deal. So why remove it in the next update? That's making damn sense.
The reason I think that they said for, I don't know about the arcade or the story mode and stuff like that. I know they said that they took it off of the survival is because they thought that it was going to be unfair for new players to get fight money from there because they're going to get their asses beat.
Also, survival mode sucks, so that is a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Still dumb. I'm sorry. I don't see any reasoning behind this.
Yeah.
Especially since it's only a one-time deal behind most of situations, like either looking at tutorial, doing weekly mission, which is every week, or doing starter mode, is literally a one-time deal. Do a starter mode with their character, you get the fight money. Done.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an infinite supply.
Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts on the fight money changes?
I don't care.
I mean, I'm not a fan, obviously. I knew the screws with Arcade Edition were gonna come from somewhere, and it's just like I also don't really like that they just try to slide that in there with like, oh, look at these pretty costumes, you know? It's typical like bait and switch nonsense, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know. I do agree that they are removing it just so like Rad said, if you're a new player, you're not going to be able to get enough fight money to buy all of Season 3 and Season 4 all in one, like one go, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It basically says to me that if you stick to your main for the foreseeable future, you're going to be living in fight money poverty for a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You only get, like, what, 1K per level up?
Yeah,
I think it is. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I'm a guy that only plays one character in that game, so...
I think they're going to raise that up because they said that, you know, you can get it by leveling up. So hopefully by them saying, oh, you can get stuff from leveling up, they know that, you know, you don't really get that much from leveling up.
Can I get my colors from leveling up instead of survival mode? Fuck that.
No. You have to buy them with fight money. But if you have the season pass, you can get colors 3 to 10, so that's cool.
For Birdie?
I don't know.
All I want is Ice Blue Birdie, and I don't want to spend my fight money on it.
Yeah, I gotta pay for colors now. Whoopie-doo.
And fight money.
The most ridiculous thing is that each color is its own unique price as opposed to a set price. Like, what the hell, Capcom?
Yeah.
The usual stupidity. I don't know what business is, but yeah.
I do want to bring out, it's not part of the doc, but it was a question. It was a conversation I had with one of my friends, friend of the, I don't know, it's a friend of the show, friend of the Infinite Ammo Syndicate group. His name was Rockaway Carter. He was asking Capcom basically via tweet, why don't you guys get rid of, because you know when you play season 2 trials mode, they'll have season 1 trials mode there called volume 1 and volume 2, which is season 2. So yeah. He was asking, why don't you guys just get rid of season 1's trial mode if season 2 is there, because it's kind of, season 1 trial mode is kind of useless. What I told him is, like, I think it's because you can get free fight money from it, so there's kind of incentive to go back and do those, in my opinion. He claimed that it was lazy. The reason they didn't do it because they were lazy, but I don't know if that's considered lazy. What do you guys think?
I kind of see where he's coming from. Like, if the combos aren't optimal anymore for the new update, there's no point in having them.
They also might not even function anymore, period. So
exactly. So yeah, might as well remove them.
I don't know why they keep the S1 trials around either. Like, when I saw that, I was just like, why is this even still here? Just get rid of it.
At least change the name for, like, beginner combos, intermediate combos.
No,
but the thing is, though, if the combos don't work anymore for the next season, next update, then those beginner combos, quote unquote, won't.
Yeah, it gives you like a little warning when you try to do trial 1, the volume 1. It's like, oh, some of these combos may not work anymore with the new season.
Or they'll probably revert to the older version to make the combo actually completable.
Yeah.
At that point, there's no point having a trial either, because again, those combos will not work in update, even if they revert the character back to the original point. What's the point of having it there if you can still use a combo?
The way I see it, it's just an incentive to go in there and get free fight money, because some of them are really easy. I know some of them are hard, like the jury one was fucking hard.
Oh yeah, that was a number 10, was it?
Yeah.
Trial 10 Reapers.
But in my opinion, I think it's good to have just for fight money. Because if there was no incentive to go back and do them, if you didn't get any fight money for doing them, then I'd agree with you guys. Yeah, get rid of it. But if you're gonna get something out of it, and do it.
Yeah, I can see that for fight money though, but still, I could get fight money from season 2 one. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you can get more from season 1 too. You put them all together. That's like a stage.
Yeah, true though. But again, though, what happens if the combo won't work? Then what's the point of
but
you can't get the fight money?
You need to go in there not saying I'm gonna go in to try volume 1 to learn. You have to say I'm going into volume 1 to earn fight money.
I gotta get money. I gotta get those nickels.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just a random question I wanted to ask because I wanted some thoughts on it. That's gonna be it for the Street Fighter V news, unless somebody else knows something I don't know. Anybody?
Birdie is white.
Yeah, Birdie is white.
Oh
man, when's that guy costume as DLC? Here's SF1 Birdie. Bring no attention to it.
Yep. All right, we're gonna move on to the next franchise. It's the one that show things we don't care about. I kind of don't care about it, but I care about Persona. I care about Under Night, Under Night, and I kind of care about Ruby because Ruby only looks good in this game. The actual animation looks terrible, in my opinion.
That is facts.
My opinion.
Like I've said in the past, the only thing redeeming about Ruby is its character designs, and that's it.
Yeah, I think she looks great in this fighting game, but if you look at, well, in my opinion, if I look at the anime, I'm not getting jiggy with that.
The anime looks like garbage.
Yeah. Not sure why they're continuing going down that route. How many seasons are they in now?
I think they're on 4. And it's gotten better it's gotten better since season 1, but still it's not very
Animation wise, yeah. Everything else, fuck no.
True. Very, very true.
Like, I'm pretty sure if they made it like traditional anime, 2D, artwork and everything, animation, I think that the anime would be doing a lot better. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure people will disagree.
That also costs more money, you have to remember.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead, Hades.
I was saying, isn't it like predominantly like mocap for the fight scenes? Can you do that with 2D animation? Am I an idiot? Or...
I actually had because I don't watch Ruby. I don't care for Ruby. I didn't even know they had mocap for their stuff.
I mean,
no, you can't mocap 2D.
You cannot.
Yeah, and that like one of the biggest appeals of Ruby in early seasons, obviously before Monty passed away, was like the fight scenes that he mocapped and did all by himself, basically.
I agree, but I'm gonna go down this list now. We got new characters for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Characters are all Blaze Blue characters, which include Tagger, Makoto, Nanaya, Nu, just NU for Nu, and S, which is just ES. What do you guys think about these characters?
Here's what I find the most interesting thing about this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
They are all Blaze Blue characters. It's a franchise trailer, so it leads me to believe, once we get more information, that the future trailers are going to be focused on one franchise.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that being said, these are some choices that I wouldn't normally think are locks for the game. People like Tager, people like New 13, they are locks, no doubt. They are distinct playstyles for Blaze Blue, and absolutely they are distinct styles for this cross-tag game. People like Makoto, I really assumed that there's no way she was getting in this game, and I'm surprised and sort of happy, but I'm not a big fan of S as a character. I would have immediately preferred Celica be in this game, and S kind of reminds me of that god-awful X-Blaze novel.
Okay.
Get that shit out of my Blaze Blue.
Anybody else?
I'm happy to see Tager and Makoto, admittedly. When I played Blaze Blue, I did play Iron Tager, so happy to see him.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm good.
I'm gonna say I'm good. Brandon, I saw you unmute. What's up?
Meh.
I am really sorry, people that love Blaze Blue. I don't love Blaze Blue. That game is trash to me.
That's why I pieced out that whole conversation.
But I will be purchasing Cross Tag Battle just for my other franchises that are in there. TBH.
I'll buy it to encourage Persona 5 Arena.
Absolutely, please do so. Let's see what else I have in here. I guess we'll do this one first. Did you guys see what that Team Ninja tweeted out to the Battle Royale 2017 Grand Finals, and that people
What is that again?
It's a tournament. I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't even know that tournament was a thing.
Northeast Championships is going on this weekend as we record it, and Team Ninja is saying, "Hey, stay tuned after the finals. We might have a little something for you."
Ninja Gaiden 4.
No thing. It's Dead or Alive 6. It's going to be announced.
Is it 5 or 6?
500 more costs.
6.
All right. So yeah, Virtual Fighter's back. DOA. I mean.
Yeah, no.
That's
Virtual Fighters.
Don't do that to me, man. I want Virtua Fighter back fucking bad.
Dead or
If you're
Alive.
not going to put the Virtua Fighter characters in a supposed Dead or Alive 6, don't bother.
No.
I'm going to flat out say that.
Give me my Kagamaru and Wolf Hawkfield and DOA. I don't care. I'll go
Kagamaru
play.
should have been in DOA.
You know, they'll put them in 6. Watch. You're gonna do it.
I'm not against that. I just want Virtua Fighter back in my life because that was always the 3D fighter I played. You know.
Like, oh my God! Put the Virtua Fighter ninja in the game primarily dominated by ninjas.
Yeah, you'll get.
No-brainer.
You'll
His
get
name
your.
is Kage, right?
Kagamaru, yeah.
Well, Kage is Shadow, so.
You'll get your new Virtual Fighter.
Here's
DOA
your
6.
Japanese lesson.
DOA 6 is new Virtual Fighter. Virtual Fighter is dead. That's now DOA.
Damn.
No, that was.
Like you think I'm trolling, but you know, in all honesty, if you think about it, it's true.
I'm not against it, man. Give me that crossover fighting game.
Yeah.
DOA versus Virtua Fighter. Pretty simple.
Virtua Fighter Sega?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought so.
Company that sits on quite a lot of dead franchises.
Sonic.
Sonic's not dead. He's just dead inside.
Oh, Sonic was never alive. Please
Remember
stop.
that time when Sonic was good for like 2 months, and then Sonic Forces happened? I do.
I fucking hate Sonic.
Don't
But
remind me.
let's not talk about this garbage.
He can really move, though.
We're actually
Does
almost
he have
done.
an attitude?
Please stop. Here's one for people to get excited about. You guys remember the VGAs? You guys remember that they announced Soul Calibur 6 and then it's not just a rumor? What do you guys think about that?
Alright, we got Mitsurugi. I'm there.
Yeah.
There was a leak, right? And then it happened, so that means the leaker has credibility.
Yeah, but
Somewhat
or they got
in
lucky.
regards to that, but
I was hyped.
I am
my
very excited
hype.
for Soul Calibur .5.
Yes.
We got the
And
homie
they did confirm
Mitsurugi.
it is a reboot, which thank God, because 5 was god awful trash.
yeah, I'm happy to see Soul Calibur back a lot because that was the one fighting game like all of my friends played, so we could all fight each other in it. And the fact that they're going back to, you know, the beginning, so we don't have to deal with any of like the fucking like half-ass characters they introduced in SF5 or in 5 to replace, you know, the people we actually cared about.
I
Like,
don't
not-
have to fight Algol, thank God.
Can I get Olkadan back too?
Did you guys notice? I saw somebody tweet this out. I think I showed it to Brandon. Supers are still in from Soul Calibur 5. I'm not
They
sure.
are, but
Why?
they're different from
They're
5.
different.
I remember that much.
Yeah.
If they make them work better, and it's not just, oh, here's some bullshit where I froze the screen and now you're going to get hit by it. 'cause
Just
nothing-
make them low health, usable. Make them rage arts essentially.
Okay, my only beef is the freaking petty meter they have in the game. Like if
Yeah.
you lose 2 rounds, you get like 2 bars or something like that.
Yeah. I
They
was gonna
do
ask
that in
that.
5, where if you're losing, they give you like a whole one half of the bar. Like, Because you have 2 meters technically.
Fucking comeback mechanics.
That's dumb.
I've hated that shit since like stuff when like Marvel 3 started doing that with X Factor. I'm like, I don't like those mechanics. Here's how you come back. You adapt to the player. That's it. Not here's some free meters so you could scrub it out.
Here's how you come back. You put Virgil on anchor and then you hit X Factor and you win.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like Virgil needs X Factor anyway.
It just makes him even better.
I think I understand what's going on. Yay!
Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts on Soul Calibur 6?
They have another system they put in, I think. What was it? Reverse Edge or something?
Reversal Edge, I think.
I do not understand these new mechanics. I'm a long-time player. I'm like, I do not know how these function at all just by looking at them. And I think is the Reverse Edge the Clash thing, or is it something else? I am confused on what that is.
Okay, the Reverse Edge is like you block high, mediums, and lows if you burn meter. But I'm not sure how much damage you do on their own. But I think you can actually like counter it with your own reversal edge though. But I think if you attack low, if you attack high and the person takes mid, you will win that rock paper scissors game. I could be wrong on that though, but it's kind of vague in the PSX.
Oh, I hope it's not some rock paper. I hate those kinds of systems. I don't understand what the Clash is either. Like the Clash thing, you guys have probably seen it a bunch of times in the video.
Is it like Injustice's garbage Clash system?
Yeah, I just
that's it.
What it was.
That's dumb.
Seems like what it is so far.
I don't even understand the Injustice 2 or Injustice Clash shit. You have to waste meter to do something.
That's like the most useless system ever. Because if someone had more bars than you, you're not going to use it.
No.
There's other reasons for using Clash other than like the bar spending.
It's mainly to not get super bodied by a long ass combo.
Yeah, it's also you can also reestablish screen control with it since it leaves you like basically full screen from your opponent.
So it's like a combo breaker, kind of.
Basically, yeah.
You can only use like a reset button. You can use it once when you're on your second health bar. That's it. Get good if you keep getting bodied.
I actually didn't know that. That actually sounds a lot better. I just thought it was pause. All right, who has more meter? You win.
Pretty. Depends on how much you're willing to gamble on it, but yeah, somewhat. That with Soul Calibur 6, they have like the battle damage, which I think is a nice little touch. You can get your clothing like destroyed, basically.
I'm glad they didn't get rid of that because that's been in like I think since I don't think 2, I think 3 started.
I know it wasn't 4 because I played 4.
4, yeah, that happens a lot in 4. 5 happens.
4 it happens because that's how your critical finishes happen.
All I want is
I forgot about
to
that.
Be in Fudoshi.
I mean, you could probably customize the characters to do that. That's another thing I want to see. Create a character, because 5, that's the one good thing 5 was doing.
They implied that create a character's coming back for 6.
Good.
Damn right.
I want to make Harry Potter and Voldemort again. That was hilarious.
You can make Cosmos again, alright.
If they're not going to put my Tales of character in Soul Calibur, the least I can do is create them.
Violet, or whatever her name is.
Viola.
No.
You mean Velvet?
Velvet.
You mean Cheater. If we're talking about Viola, that is.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Viola is bad.
I don't want no infinite combo
in my
game.
You guys.
It is.
I like her design as a character though, but her gameplay is ridiculous.
You know, another character I like design-wise is Vi, but he sucks. Yeah, but he sucks. That's the problem. He has a cool design though.
There's only 2 characters I like from Soul Calibur 5, honestly.
You don't like Natsu?
Who?
Nobody likes not Taki. Okay.
Not Taki, not sexy, not fun to look at. Period.
Soul Calibur 5 sadly has the worst new generation of fighting games.
You don't like Shiba? I'm just some asshole who eats food and sits on a pole. Yeah, I'm really interesting. Yeah, I'm sorry. He is one of the worst replacements. And then they made Keela. Oh no, 5. The worst thing that happened with 5 is they had 3 Edge Masters.
Yeah,
which is really.
Would you like a male Edge Master or would you like a female Edge Master? Hint: these are characters you used to like.
I'm okay with because they had actual Edge Master in the game. Like, okay, you only need him then. You don't need another 2.
Look, the biggest disappointment for me is Ezio's in a bad game.
Yeah,
he's actually good in that game too.
Yeah, but he's just why of all the games though? Why is he in the bad one?
I think they used AC Brotherhood at CO as well for that game.
Yes, it was AC Brotherhood.
Oh yeah, guest characters.
Yeah, that's another topic. I don't know if it's already on there, Reapers. So who do you guys think the guest character will be for Soul Calibur 6?
It's ambiguous. It could be anybody.
Guts.
Alloy.
God. Oh my god, that'd be scary as shit.
It's gonna be Alloy.
William from Neo, please.
Guts with the Soul Edge.
I don't know who.
I was leaning on
from Berserk
from The Witcher. I don't know why. We don't have any legit longsword users. Period. We have giant swords or we have katanas. We do not have like regular longswords.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we do.
You know,
as far as I'm aware, to my recollection, we do not have anyone who just has a regular, not two-handed.
Boy, I wish.
Does a rapier not count?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking like regular European knight sword.
I was gonna say, boy, I wish Ninja Turtles and Noctis were in this game instead of the games they're actually in.
Oh God, yes.
See, that was something I'm like. So you guys knew you were having Soul Calibur, but you put Noctis in the game where almost nobody has a weapon besides Yoshimitsu. Why?
Well, they're basically two different dev teams.
Still, though, the idea could still have been passed to them instead. I do not understand their logic for that.
Like, the Tekken team has no control over what happens in the development of Soul Calibur 6 and vice versa.
Here's the thing, though. Harada does, because he's in charge of both.
He's in both. For fuck's sake, he's in Soul Calibur 5.
He passed the reins and he's still supervising, but what they do from there on out is out of his control.
I don't.
Wait, isn't he a producer though? So wouldn't he still have say in something?
Probably.
If he's a producer, then yeah, you still have like a word or two down to put it into the game.
I'm not sure.
He definitely can throw his input where he wants, because like I said, he was a character in the game, and then I think it was him who came up with the idea to have Devil Jin's fighting style in 5.
They'll put shitty lightning in there or something.
No.
Have we not passed Lightning yet?
No, that's the most popular character.
We clearly did when Noctis was revealed.
I was gonna say.
Look, Lightning is already in.
Vincent.
Look, she's already in Dissidia. Don't put her in 6.
Lightning is the like.
So is Noctis.
I'm not sure if Lightning is still the #1 favorite character in Japan, but that's what it was before FF15.
It's interesting.
They turned her into a friggin' like model for bags and dresses.
Yeah,
and, shit.
and cars. That's why she was like. That's how you know that she was like the most favorite one.
Yeah, and in America, everyone's sick and tired of her.
But
and before Don.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say, ask if people want to move on to the next one, the last stuff.
Hold on.
Now, Soul Calibur, that's the game you put the Virtua Fighter characters in.
Hold on, Reapers. Before you do, James, what if they actually put Dante in 6? Instead of what he was supposedly be in 3.
He was supposed to be in Soul Calibur 3. He was a scrapped guest character, and nobody knows why. But he was confirmed to be a character for 3. And then they dropped the idea for some reason. I'm pretty sure they were going to be doing it as a DMC3 promotion, because if you played Soul Calibur 4, Star Wars has Star Killer in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 3.
Soul Calibur 4, they put in Star Killer and Darth Vader and all that as a promotional thing for the Force Unleashed game when that was coming out.
Hey, Hades, you might get Sodom in there. Huh?
Yeah. Huh? I was just going to make a joke. It's like Soul Calibur 3 featuring Dante from Devil May Cry,
Probably be broken. That could be a reason, or I don't know. It was a scrapped idea that they confirmed a long time ago.
It's a pity that Soul Calibur 6 isn't getting a Switch version. We could probably throw Marth into this game.
Oh, don't be those people.
Oh, Ike would be cool.
No, we need
Don't have create a character for that, damn it. Did they have guest characters for 3 outside of like create a character people? Because I know create a character had like references to like Cosmos, and they had the King hat, the King Jaguar head.
I think they didn't actually.
No, the only guest characters, quote unquote, were the customizations, i.e., Cosmos and whoever else.
I figured nuts. Let's have Star Wars. Let's put Yoda, who you can't fucking grab in that game. That was the worst idea ever.
I don't think they could ever top 2 with guest characters, because every console got a pretty banging guest character outside of PS2 who got Heihachi.
He's not terrible, but he's not like the most interesting for characters to use.
Versus Spawn, who's awesome, and Link, probably like the best like fan service character ever included in a fighting game.
I was about to say,
but God, he is terrible in that game.
I don't doubt it, but
I think if I could have my way with the guest character, I'd like Ghost Rider or something. I don't know.
No,
that's just me.
It is clearly time for the return of Lloyd Irving from the best Soul Calibur game.
Of course.
Are you guys ready to go to the next jump?
Yeah, sure.
The next one's gonna be first one is gonna be thoughts, and then the other one's a question that I have, and then we'll probably end it there because that's all I got for news, unless other people have stuff. But Dragon Ball Fighter Z just announced new characters, which include Beerus, Hit, Goku Black. What do you guys think about these characters?
Yeah.
Finally, I can pre-order the game now.
I could be pink now, bitch.
My boy Black is in the game. My boy Hit. Let's go.
Yes. I knew Beerus was going to be in it. There was no way they could put, don't put Beerus.
They confirmed Rose as well, right?
Yeah. Rose.
Is that like a transformation or is that separate?
No, that's Black in general. Rose.
Oh, so it's a transformation?
No, it's not a transformation. It's just him.
Rose because when they showed Black, they showed him in base form as well. I'm like, so
that's his intro.
Oh, okay. So he's okay. I don't mind him just being Rose. Nobody really cares about regular Black, to be honest.
Racist.
You mean regular Goku?
No, it's not regular Goku.
I know, but it looks like
you missed a joke.
Yeah.
You missed a joke.
Well, fuck regular Goku anyway. We got Rose and what is it?
I'm surprised they didn't put Zamasu in.
He is but he's not playable.
It really feels like you'll get one or the other.
Right. He has the Android 17 thing where he's just like for combos.
Yes.
That's it.
What is it? You said they'll put Ultra Instinct Goku eventually, right? So,
oh my god.
That'd be
Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
That's part of
what's the point of playing regular?
That was part of my actual question, which was the second part. It's like there's rumors that let me say this. I know that Goku Black is not Goku. I know Rose is not Goku. It's a different person. I know this. But rumors are that Ultra Instinct Goku is gonna be coming out. Why do people want more Gokus? Do we need more Gokus in the game? I understand that it's a different version, but what's the point of playing base Goku if you have all these other Gokus that are better than
because the base Goku will have the Kaioken technique.
No, here's the thing though. Transformations do not make or break a character. It's all about how they're played, moveset wise. It's always been like that for Dragon Ball.
It's all about the technique.
And let's look back at Dragon Ball Budokai 3.
I can't go back. I never played it.
Hang on, let me explain. Kid Goku was arguably one of the best characters in the game, and that's literally the weakest iteration of Goku lore wise. So transformations don't make or break a character.
Okay.
Yeah, it's their moveset.
As for having Ultra Instinct though, I hope it happens because we actually have a game appearance of Ultra Instinct. If Xenoverse doesn't do it first, it will be Fighter Z.
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but if Ultra Instinct Goku is a thing and it's its own slot, I'm just gonna say trash. That's all I gotta say.
Why?
Because you don't need that many Gokus. Just have them be base Goku transformation.
That's something you gotta take up with everything. Stars though. Why can't we have transformations for Goku like 1, 2, and 3? Because 3 is only locked behind a Super or Ultimate, which just disappoints me.
Because you don't need that many Gokus. You're gonna have a team of Gokus on one line.
I'd do it.
Nah, like I said, trash. If that's what it is, it's unpopular opinion, but that's my stance.
Sounds like an unreasonable opinion, though. Admittedly, because you don't know how he performs or acts just because it's a separate character.
No, it don't matter. I mean, base Goku's looking more dead to me. I know he has Kaioken, but it's like, really, Goku God.
I mean, sometimes like the weakest characters in any given game can turn out to be really strong, like I said, I remember in one of the Budokais, like Yajirobe was decently strong if you used him properly.
I don't know, I ain't getting jiggy with that, but don't call me a hypocrite because I'm okay with Evil Ryu being in the game. Like I understand Evil Ryu, I guess. I preferred it to be a transformation like MVC1. Yeah. But there isn't, 4 other versions of Ryu out there.
But we do have other Shotos too, just to keep that in mind.
We do, but they play differently.
I'm waiting for the Hercule announcement personally.
Right.
I mean, I'm already sold because Yamcha's in it, but I really want Hercule in it.
Get Videl in the game first, then we'll talk.
Chi-Chi. Or Ox King, come on.
or Bacterion, you know.
Or that princess lady on the road to King Kai's place, whatever the hell her name was.
I'm pretty sure they're just gonna do all fan service, the characters everybody likes.
When's Nam?
Who?
I don't even know who that is.
You know, if he's from the original Dragon Ball, he's like the dude in the tournament that fought in the World Martial Arts tournament.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Dude, at that rate, you might as well add Jackie Chun.
Jackie Chun, Bacterion, just add everybody from those times, you know.
I admit I was a bit worried that Dragon Ball Fighters would stray from the newer generation of characters and keep it like strictly classic Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z characters. I've never been more happy to be wrong because my boy Beerus is in the game.
Beerus.
Oh, I just realized, they're probably gonna do? They're gonna put Vegito in there. Oh boy.
Yes.
That dude's gonna have a broken ass moveset. I'm calling it. He's gonna hit you like 20 times before his block string ends or something.
Yes.
He's really good in pretty much every single Dragon Ball game. So is Gogeta. Gogeta's also pretty OP.
Gogeta is always broken in every single game. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, insanely overpowered.
Gogeta is also non-canon now.
We don't care about continuity.
The games do not care about the continuity at all. Also, I want this Trunks.
We're making our own
other version of Trunks. I want the older version.
Continuity doesn't mean jack shit in Dragon Ball.
That's true. I see now.
I want them to have both Sword Trunks, and when he's just wearing the what is it, the battle suit, I kind of want him to have 2 different variations.
Costumes?
Well, they're different playstyles.
Trash.
Because okay, well, just be a rude guy. Why not?
It's trash.
Okay, we can probably move on now.
No, that's all I got. That was it. Unless anybody else has other news.
No news, so.
No.
There's a lot of
Did you have
stuff.
like a question?
No, that was
Me?
a question, which was the are people okay with having so many Gokus in a team?
Yeah.
And everybody said yeah.
As long as they play differently, like if they added Kid Goku, it'd be pretty interesting.
Oh god.
As long as it's not at the expense of giving the roster a bit more variety.
I mean, I understand people are used to it because of the Budokai, Tenkaichi, whatever the fuck it is, but I don't know. I ain't too fond of it.
As long as they don't pull a Xenoverse, I'm okay with it. Because Xenoverse is the worst example of having multiple characters, and they play exactly the same, just with different supers and specials.
Yeah.
That's like the worst defender.
But don't you want Toa and Mira in Dragon Ball Fighters?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
Well, they actually play differently.
Yeah, I don't mind them being in the game. Especially Toa.
Yeah, we need more hoes.
Already Adam has trade glitches. Come on.
These niggas have a shit ton of Gokus, but they haven't put Broly in. What is going on?
They do Broly's in every single Dragon Ball
Broly's
game
gonna be DLC.
That's dumb.
DLC.
That's dumb.
I don't know. I don't know.
How you gonna?
Now he's gonna be DLC.
How you gonna have 100 Gokus but have Broly's DLC? That don't make no goddamn sense.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. As long as your roster has a lot of variety and you don't go and make 5 Gokus at the expense of not having a Broly.
That's dumb.
That one there you got asked like the developers.
Or a Bardock.
Bardock's been in a ton of those as well.
I would love to see Bardock in this game.
I'd like to see Bardock too, but
I want Raditz.
Raditz is in a lot. These are all characters that have always been in these games a lot. Even fucking stupid Nappa's in most of them.
I just hope they don't do dumb stuff like put Table in. Veggie Table.
You know, I was surprised Nappa made it to the game.
Vegeta's brother, Table.
Tarble? Not really. He's not very popular.
No, he's only in one game so far.
You know who's a character they got rid of that they don't bring back for anything? Fucking Hachiyak.
Yeah, the same thing as Turbo. Those two never been in any game outside of
only in Raging Class 2. I don't get that.
I get Yajirobe as a playable character.
Oh, I don't think
in a couple of games, but
I haven't played him since Tenkaichi 3.
Man.
Yeah.
He's actually good too. That's the weird part.
Yeah, because he could like build stock really quick or whatever. I can't really remember why, but
oh shit, we've been
his sword combos are really good.
We've been streaming for almost 2 hours. God damn, I even noticed.
We're having a good time, man.
Should we wrap it up or what?
Unless anybody else has any fighting news that I missed, please say something.
Oh, I got no news.
I mean, Adam.
Oh wait.
Well,
Adam's pretty cool.
Well, there is the Fighting EX layer beta came out. Anybody want to talk about that?
I was gonna say, like, we haven't even talked about Flex at all.
Matchmaking Fighter EX?
Yes, it's horrible.
I've run into a few instances where a match has just dropped dead even before the first round ended.
Like the netcode is good, but you know the matchmaking and the disconnection. No, that's not good.
Wait, guys, hold on. Did we talk about Fighter EX layer?
That's what we're talking about now.
Right now?
Yeah,
okay,
we're talking about it.
I'm gonna give my honest opinion about it though.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling this game.
Me
honestly.
too.
I mean, it's fun if you pick it up and play it though, but it's a long way to go.
It definitely needs a lot of work in the playability department.
I'm gonna say
it's a beta though, you know.
I'm gonna say the beta.
That was like a bootleg Street Fighter.
Dude, that game feels super stiff, and Duran does no anti-air. He is super garbage. Oh my god. Because
I was there for Kyrie. That was it.
Go ahead.
I played Alan, and I enjoyed what I had with him.
Go ahead, Hades.
I feel like the running, like the forward momentum, is really, really crazy. To be honest with you, how you like are sliding forward if you run into a combo. That shit seems really, really strong.
But... And you can do infinite as well.
Well, they need to get rid of the armor, Ogi. That has got to go.
Yeah,
not happy with that armor. When I hear
there's a lot of complaints about the armor. I think Meister, when I played him, if somebody just jumping attacks, I'm pretty much fucked because I can't do anything after that. I can't anti-air. There's no anti-air, so you're pretty much fucked. Everybody else they seem okay, but grapplers need to have stuff to help. They do feel super stiff when I jump up. It feels weird. They have that weird easy mode, baby mode, where you press up and punch to do a grapple. No idea why, but hopefully that gets turned off on online play, because during online play for the beta, you have a choice to keep that on. And I'm like, whoa, okay. They also have that bullshit tap the jab button to get combo into super. They also have the tap kick button to get combo into super. Not sure if there's a way to turn that off. But
here's something I found funny, and it came from Arika's Facebook page, where they discovered on Thursday people were doing what they call loop combos. People found infinites in this game pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to read this part verbatim from Arika's, and it's translated from Japanese.
All right.
As for the damage values, we first thought to leave in, they call it the loop combos. We first thought to leave them in because they would be rare and fun, but looking at actual combo and damage data, we were able to discover that a large number of players are successfully performing these combos. We apologize. We misjudged your power.
That's one way to phrase it.
Arika's, like, feedback has been really honest and genuine, because there was another, like, I think a Twitter response from them where some people were having problems with it in regards to like 4K TVs, and they just said, oh well, we don't have a 4K TV, so we weren't able to test that. Get back to us when we get one, okay? It was so cute and genuine. I was just like, god damn, these guys are just making a game and having a good time.
Fuck 4K, man.
But I guess should we give like a number review for the beta, or would that be kind of too weird?
I wouldn't rate a beta, to be honest with you.
No, this game needs a ton of work.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm very nostalgic for the music. I'm nostalgic for the characters. So for the 6 people that have played Street Fighter EX in their lifetime and are most likely restricted to the people in this podcast.
Literally dozens of us.
You did really good at capturing that feeling. So good on you, Eureka team.
Yeah.
Here's to next
honestly,
year.
even for a beta though, first impression wise, from I know it's not finished, whatever, but I don't care. Right now, it's a 5 for me. I'm split in the middle.
Yeah.
I will say I hope they fix the idea of once you leave a one-on-one match, it boots you back to the menu. Say if you were searching through training mode and you get booted back to the main menu, you have to load up training mode again. I hope they fix that. Just a minor nitpick.
Oh, I'm trying out the game right now as we speak.
Yeah, that was my only gripe with it. I think matchmaking was okay for me. I played the same Meister person like 100 times because you can rematch infinitely as long as they rematch you.
Oh yeah, they got that right.
So that's pretty cool, but I do think Meister needs a anti-air. I'm not sure if he did in the other games, but yeah, needs that pretty bad.
An American Supernova.
Give him something. Give him an uppercut. Give him Zangief's little elbow thing that knocks people up. But yeah. Anything else, you guys? Any other news that I missed that you guys want to talk about?
No, we're good. I think.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I don't have any news.
Who's gonna watch the DOA tournament tomorrow? You know, we already talked about it, but who's really gonna watch the tournament tomorrow?
Probably not, honestly.
No, I'm good. I'll wait for the trailer.
I have a full schedule for tomorrow, so I'll more than likely miss it.
I have a full schedule of watching porn, so
No.
I'm gonna miss that.
I mean, DOA is the same thing, right?
Good point.
Yeah.
Is it the volleyball one? If it's not, then
No, it's not.
What if that's the announcement, you know?
That'd be funny.
Oh,
live
that's
stream 4.
That'd be
If that,
funny.
if that was coming to the West, I'd buy that ASAP.
Whoa.
I was like, it's about time.
For
I need to play video games and FAP at the same time.
for academic purposes.
Ooh. Excuse me. Just falling asleep there. All right. So let's do our outros. Kaneki, where can we find you?
You can find me Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube under the same name as Google World Order.
All right. Rad, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at the Radrad, and you can find my YouTube channel, Radrad's Rad Games.
And your Twitch.
Oh yeah, my Twitch channel, which I might use like once in a blue moon, is twitch.tv/ProjectRad. I recently played through a bunch of fighting games in one day. I'm kind of working on getting the footage and uploading it to the YouTube channel to make it a little more presentable.
Italian Stallion.
You can find me at Twitter at ITStallion330 and YouTube at ItalianStallion330.
Devil Hunter James, who is our guest for today.
You can find me on Twitter at DevHunterJames.
Okay.
That's about it.
Hades Manticore.
On Twitter, Hades_Manticore, and on YouTube, youtube.com/videogamesho. That's where you can find me.
Brandon.
Twitter, RKMagic514. Yay.
So
All right.
enthusiastic.
And
Go team.
you can find the best member of this podcast, myself. You can find me on Twitter, on Twitch, which I don't really use that much, on YouTube, which I do kind of use now, at Reapers240, where I occasionally upload stuff. I do not upload porn, so children are
Why
fine.
not?
Yeah.
What about
Why
those food
porn
reviews,
is
man?
awesome.
We have food reviews. But that's gonna be it for episode 5. Oh no, walks on stage and does the nay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There was a lot of information to be given, and I hope that this podcast helped you kind of catch up with the fighting game news. But that's gonna be it for us. So everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, I'm out.
Yeah, fuck
I
you.
need a sandwich.
All right, good night,
This
people.
netcode is better than Justice 2, damn it.
Yeah, watch me whip.